All right, my guy. All right, my guy. Stay sharp, my guy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so as always, with every review we do today, we're also going to be taking calls to know what the audience out there feel about this movie as well. And just because I am reviewing Life and Dirt does not mean you will not watch that movie. Please make sure to watch that movie, especially you new callers out there, you amazing people out there who are tuning in for the first time. I applaud every single one of you. And I say, welcome to the hottest Nollywood review of the century. Alright? So I'm rolling down with yo's where I be this she yo's anticipation about the whole seeing Nene, right? Now he goes back to Nene. Nene lets him know that, you know what, your time to come here has not yet reached you. And just like Victor said, that was the point where he saw his girlfriend's sister. You know, she sees him, he sees her, two of them become shocked. He's wondering, what are you doing here? Are you supposed to be here? She's wondering, you self that is asking me why I am here. Why are you here? Now Bovi is looking like, this one won't confuse me with my own confusion, one won't confuse her. She now is looking at Bovi. I know why you're here, senior man. Just talk now. And I said the same boat all of us were now. You want the wine? Now he lets her know, you know, like we're family now and the rules abide to every single one of us. Nene, in other hand, now lets Bovi know proper of the rules and regulation before the final ritual, your hair, rights, and all that. Nene lets him know you need to go back and complete your 3 days cycle, right? If you survive, you survive. If you don't, you know, and you come back out once you've survived, right? Now, that night of that occasion, he books a party with his girlfriend, right? Remember when I said, you know, he was going to throw a party and book reservations and they were going to turn up all night, right? Yes. Now, this happens. This very much happens. He goes out that midnight with his boss, who is Chidimo Keme's character, and goes to the club where the girlfriend had booked. He's out there chilling. She's out there chilling as well. You know, every single person is catching a good time. The attendees are turning up. You know, Dorime is happening. The guys with the glass cups and whatnot are popping out, sharing drinks everywhere. You know, the club security is on standby. Everywhere just soft. Everywhere just fresh. You understand? Now, let me not bust your head. A very small issue falls out between Bovi's girlfriend and Bovi himself, right? She finds out that Bovi had his eyes on another female in the club. And this female, you know, I love girls so much because sometimes when they disregard person will carry the main celebrants or sometimes they disregard a woman we carry her man come club. That's a better way to put it. You know, for those of us who have enjoyed the nightlife at some point in our life, you know, say sometimes when you go enter public outing like that, like club now, you go just they see person we find past your babe, you go they see some make we no lie. You always they shout, would you now you talk this one, make we no lie. People find past your babe normal. Let's not pretend like we're children here. No, we're not. People find past your girlfriend self, talk more of person way you they talk saying that your woman. So let's maintain that one at that one. You got so he sees this girl is winking seductively at him, you know, doing signs, call me, you know, I want you to be my daddy tonight and all this kind of thing. I say, God, I beg go, wahala for 100 billionaire club. What's happening? All these temptations in one night. Now Bovi's girlfriend sees the whole interaction, silent interaction going on, and is pissed, right? And you know, she's a street girl that is rich, right? So she's not finding it funny. She's wondering, what's wrong with this one? Like, what are you doing? Which one is you're doing all these things in front of me? She's not letting Bovi know, like, this is not cool now. Like, you're in front of me, you're collecting another girl's number. Delete the number. Bovi's telling her, I mean, calm down now. You already said that you don't want anything serious between us. Like, what's happening? Can't I catch my cruise? I don't go just collect number. Do you know that it's business? I want to talk with this girl. And she said, are you crazy, bruv? You want to do business in club this night. From all the nights where you go collect woman number now inside this place where me and you, I did they shake my whole mantra for you. You won't come they do anyhow. Bobby is letting her know, babe, you're taking this way too serious. Bobby just did like me, you know. Sometimes we dey innocently just do things, make we feel expand our coast. Then our women go come they feel say we dey do too much, you know. So now wetin I can't understand from both you because you know, as a man, if you don't dey watch some kind of cinematic things, you just they put one or two. You'll say, but babe, even if na number, you know whether they go click, you know whether they go vibe, you know whether not just for the moment, Now this babe begin vex, they talk one or two, come vex, go restroom. Now Chidimoke, MS character walks with her to know like what's going on here now, and all this back and forth thing. She is asking her on her way to the restroom, like what's going on with you and your boy. She's letting him know that some guys can be animals, blah blah blah. You know now, woman when she don't drink, she don't, you know, no everything go just they pour anyhow. So now, so this fine gentleman carry this fine woman, escort am. They no can show wetin happen at that point. No worry, all you people we don't spoil finish. You're waiting to yet wait. Don't worry. So this happens that Bovi is in a party alone, right? His boss is going to find out allegedly what is going on, you know, between himself and the girl, right? Now he's seated right there, thinking to himself, right? Like this number collect for this babe hand now. Like she, I guess gents even call her. The girl don't even know how my struggle self to be, you know. I'm about to be a billionaire. Now all the things where they go through your head now. You know now man where they don't already promise you the riches of the world. Like say that King Solomon in be now you go get them. You get he has already calculated expensive, okay, 2 Gucci shoes, 3 plots of land in Banana Island, another one in Festac Town, another multi-billion naira industry in somewhere in Laco and somewhere else in Mushin, you know, schools and all that. You know, already calculate expenses, you know. So now all those things just we can say, this big number way I won't even call like this. If you don't add to my billions, waiting can be the essence. Besides the one where I get self now billionaire picking. You say good job, if so. This lady comes out from the restroom. She lets Yo know, you know what, I'm sorry, I over exaggerated. I, you know, must have had too much. I was drinking too much. I was acting really silly. I shouldn't have. I should have trusted you. I mean, it's just a number. You collect the number, B. You will not call her, B. My guy is saying, yes, now, babe, don't you trust me? I will not call her now. You need to trust your man. For women, you need to really trust your man. Your man collect number, you know me say, see, most of us men, we dey lazy. Now, what you don't understand? Sometimes the collect number make it just be like saying we dey build clientele. Don't be say any serious thing won't come out. Because, now for your number, you don't break butts, you don't bust people head. Now, this bouncer, they've you know, they've mended their quarrel, right? They're having a good time at this very point. They've gone back to being lovey-dovey, you know, having a brilliant night. The security of the club comes, you know, walks up to them, let them know, like, bro, girl, how far now? You were making noise, you were obstructing the serenity in the club, like where everybody's supposed to be dancing and you're out here trying to be difficult. And you as a guy, why you go to touch woman? Why you go to tell woman she get bouncer? Why you go to tell woman this one, that one, that one, that one? The babe is not letting the bouncer know, Ogami, we have settled. Yes. Now my man be this. If he talk to me anyhow, we don't settle. Now so we the roll. Now so we the parole. You know what I loved about that girl? Like even with all the quarrel they had previously, there are some girls that will just be watching their boyfriends get beaten up. But this one, manage at least they don't they chance the kind yo for the club now. They don't tell them bros, you guys bounce for this area. We don't care whether you and Nene do package or whatever it is, whether not data bundle or whatever. You self, why go they follow woman they talk anyhow for inside my establishment? Now in the babe they try let her know. What's happen? We are settled now. I say we are settled now. That baby, she dey para. See, if you want to succeed in life, find the babe that will fight for you. And I'm not talking about all these online fights. Fight babe where we say 2 sec everywhere don't bust for your matter. On top of your matter, you get is you and your babe against the world. So you not say I not teach you any good thing in this life. So yeah, so she now broke bottle. Bah. See on the bouncer's head now. Bouncer say, ah, you lucky say you be woman, oh. He now took all that anger, provocation. Maybe they never pay him for maybe 6 months. He reason, how good they wear suits? They collect 20,000 naira for this big club. This one go sick on, they bust my head. Now this her boyfriend go collect beat Jerry. So they beat him, 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 they beat him. Baba almost got beat into the other side of the world. Like he was at the point of giving up the ghost. Now what happens next? Police arrest him. Yes, police arrest him because they think saying a stray person, saying a criminal, maybe you don't come extort person for inside club. They no come, they know how in Paro won't be. They never see him name for any billboard. They never see him grace any occasion. He never follow the rich men where did the town, spray dollars, spray pounds. You know, police the reason saying that nobody where he be now. In all these things, Chidi Mokeba was nowhere to be seen. His character was nowhere to be seen. Anyways, I took it like this was part of his 3 days trial, right? And maybe I was right. Maybe I was right. But anyway, stay tuned. So this guy rolls down, right? On his knees, getting beat to a pulp. Finally understands that, man, life hard, though. Life for man really, really hard, though. Like this whole thing just buzzed because I tell my babe saying a number I collect. Life no balance. So if now woman collect number, now man they shout for this thing, you go still collect beating. Now man they collect number. Woman don't already tell bouncer say everywhere clear, echoes good. You self you too good. Waiting happen now. I still collect beating. Life. See, man, life hard. You don't get how I want to put him again. Life for man, he hard die. You understand? So please pity that man next to you. You never know what he's going through. You know, sometimes we're going through Shege Banza Pro Max. Sometimes we're just going through Shege Banza. Sometimes we're going through Shege Banza Pro. You know, it depends on the mood you are catching us on which day. Do you get? So this whole thing is what I understood. Bovi went through 3 phases: Shege Banza Pro, and Shege Banza Pro Max. The guy is suffered. Eh? The suffering he went through, oh my God, what's happening now? Anyways, I felt for him. I'll not lie. I was holding hanky. I was cleaning the sweat and tears in my eye when I was watching that scene because I say, ay. People dog easy. Anyways, this guy gets remanded in a police station. You know, the police at some point too, law enforcement were not so friendly. You know, there are some bad eggs in the police in that movie that, you know, finally dragged him out like an execution form of thing. You know, took him to a site where nobody was watching and all that, and tried to bury him alive, right? Because they felt, oh, this one no gets any people. It be like say they keep him behind bar, nobody could come bail him. You understand? So the whole thing busting head. The whole thing bust police head too. So they say, oh, this one nobody gonna miss him now. Maybe they put him inside somewhere, cover ground, nothing over. Now, so as the Yawa one boss now, my guy was already inside the hole they dug for him. Do you get? The 2 hole diggers, laborers who were in charge of making sure that he was covered properly, saw him waking up. The other one rush, use shovel, knock him out ASAP. You know, even want to make you see his face. Say anything we concern, hey, I sabi this person, I ain't do. No, you don't want to hear that kind of story. You know, already knock him out. Baba day in day, receive concussion straight up. You know, so you know, they collect like extra Z's. Z's na sleep, oh. You know, the sleep extra, you get? For inside that place, they don't pour sand from top in body. They try sand filler. I say, aye, man, all these things, man, they go through, sha. Anyways, let's see how it plays out now. No, so it just happens that there was a cooler of food the law enforcement personnel in that movie also brought, you know, to give the laborers, because obviously the man they work go chop, right? Now the laborer now no agree with make the cover bovie finish now for inside ground. Hunger won't finish in mama life. You understand? Like he just the telling other guy, almost this dig where we did dig for him. It's happen. We don't pour sand reach to a certain extent for this guy, but you know, maybe we chop. Then the guy we contract him for the work, tell us, you know, you know, go chop this food. Oh, let this guy get covered properly before y'all get to eat something, right? It's only proper. Now this guy is thinking in his mind, thinking in says, okay, all right. Once the guy don't turn, the guy will contract him for work. Once he don't turn like that, he don't grab already and one very fat chicken. When you telling guy, the rice too cool, very big cooler of rice, so and this chicken, he go enter our body, he go make us get extra energy. The way we go take pot this guy inside there, you know, go even believe saying that 2 men the palm sand, he go feel like saying that 10 people. So they share the chicken now. They give one person may chop, the other one chop. Next thing, the both of them dey for ground. They complain my belle, my belle, oh, my belle, oh, my belle, my belle, oh, my belle, oh. Now him person wey contract them, can't leave them wakana because he believe say this one's go do good job now. So why I go dey here? They try supervise things where we say if this one do finish, they go just chop one or two, pass out, and it don't be. So the two laborers they died on the spot because of food poisoning. That was what saved Bovey that very spot at that very point, right? Now Bovey's character is in a very secluded area, nobody to help him, nobody to see or tell him, bro, this is what you need to do to get out of here, right? It's just him and his chi. Now he goes all the way to revive himself, looks around, he doesn't see anybody, he starts scrambling the ground, trying to gain ground, trying to make himself feel seen and what's not. And in my head, I'm thinking like, guy, like you did try, like you did try. If not me, I don't give up. I for send Nene voice notes for air because I know say if I talk on for air, she go hear him. Then I'll not do it again. Then they don't come out my teeth. Dentition when I go meet dentist, may feel my gum. They don't come out the dentition finish. Wait till remain now. All this ones where they talk billions. If they play the show, what's happen? So Nene now took it upon, not Nene, Bovey took it upon himself, to resuscitate himself. Chidinma came to his rescue. They found him in the hospital. He was with a broken rib, a lot of broken joints and whatnot. The girlfriend's name is Ifoma. She finally shows up to the hospital, of course. Now I told you as I'm explaining the movie, I'll also remember some character names. So Ifoma comes to the hospital, looks at her lover boy now, says, I'm sorry, Bovey. I put you all through this. I've been trying to reach you for 3 days. Nobody lets me know where you are. I'm so glad you're here. Your boss was the one that finally brought me here. Oh, Bovey. Oh, yo. Oh, yo. Yo, 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 yo. Oh, yo, yo. I'm sorry, yeah? Yo, yeah, yeah. Now, yo cannot even say much. He just asked Chidinma Keme, how many days be this? Chidinma told him 3 days, bro. You made it through 3 days, bro. Congrats, bro. My guy in his head is thinking, you don't almost kill me. You don't almost make me go meet my mama, my papa. You can't tell me, say, I try my best. All right. No wahala. Now he survives and goes back to Nene. Yeah, he goes back to Nene. And you know what the funny thing is? He goes back to Nene hoping that his task has been completed. Nene still tell him, Aya bros, you don't finally come the third one, I hold my hand again. My guy is looking at Nene like every time when they tell me hold your hand, I always get anxiety now. What's happen now? Can't you just do this thing straight forward? Must I always be holding you? What happened? Am I a child? And Bobby is not understanding these are the rules to this thing, but he does not complain. He just holds Nene's hand and lets Nene know that your hand on the soft from the last time where I hold down, Sha. Maybe now why they do me make I hold them again, but Nene, this your holding of hand, you don't to do now. You self, sometimes tell me make I just stand on my own, hold myself, that they hold your hand. So he now holds Nene's hand. Nene takes him to another location inside the location where they did plus another location. Location split you. So this guy now, relaxes, sees a few things he needs to know. Nene also blesses him, lets him know, my guy, as you don't come this thing like this, I'm a jealous woman. No. Like this, you cannot have children again. Allah bala, both character. Like as soon as he hear that one, he sang bang for his head because he recalled when he told his girl that he was willing to have a child with her, right? And he was pushing for the girl to have a child with him, right? Which she turned down at some point. Now he's getting news like you can never get married. You can never, have a baby outside, you and I and whatnot. I'm thinking in my head like, this guy I got what so now at some point, now, normal. Nene, who is a very daring person and does not like nonsense in her organization, does not like people taking her for granted, now said, you know what? I also would give you the world. Name one thing you want and it's yours. He says, I want money, Nene. Now, why my boss carry me come here? Now, money I defined. But then now lets him know, like, after 5 years, you need to bring someone else to take your role. To continue the process of in our tandem model now at the organization. So he now says, okay, so this is what this guy did to deceive me and told me he loves me so much that he wants me to be a great man. So I go give 5 months. Come to go where me expire. You see, no more be your guy. No more here for the star inside. It's me that you want to become the next whiskey, the star boy, and no. So the guy now is now looking in his head and wondering, so 5 years now, I need to find somebody else to lay in this organization. My guy is Nene is letting him know, yes, that is the rules. You need to do all that. And he's in his head, I know that he will be asking those questions. I just say they no put on for the movie. Like, must the person come and hold your hand again? I'm not at that question. I can go the Bovie at that very point. Because you know we they ask that kind of thing. Anyways, Bovie goes back to Chidi Mokeme's home. At this point, he's a billionaire. He's made, he has passed the 3 days trial, becomes a monumental success in the city, becomes a great name, opens businesses across town, and things just begin to unfold, right? His girlfriend, the former now, lets him know, Baba, I'm pregnant though. Yeah. Oh, talk about the dilemma. All right. So she lets him know that, she has taken in, and at this very point, I know what she was telling him is she knows that they spoke about having kids, spoke about, having, a wonderful time, talked about how they could start family, and I know she brushed it off the first time and whatnot, that she has changed her mind. She thinks it will be a good start to the right direction. Because when he was a normal human being, you do not tell him all this one. Now he has entered the spiritual realm and come back to the physical. You're not telling him that you have carried belly for you, like, what happened? What's that? Who's that? Who are you? Why are you? So Naim Ifoma lets Bovie's character know, you know what? If you're not ready for this, you should be excited. You were talking about having kids. It's finally coming. So why are you not seeming so interested anymore? And the funny thing is, Chidi Moke now come the pressure Bovie tell us, no, bro, this is bad timing. Like, I have fun now. You will just come around the other day. You won't come the break rules, and it's barely 1 month, 2 months. Like, how far? You're going to have to tell this girl to abort this thing, or you're going to have to now Bovie is in a very strong crossroads between letting the child and his girlfriend's body, who he loves very much, die, or him dying himself. Now he's scheming ways. He's scheming. Anyways, boys and girls, just before I complete that wonderful review, I never try. Hey, they clap for me wherever you did now. Wow. All right, people. Well, the lines is still open on 0706 048 5853. Alternatively, 0915 570-8347. I'll be going on a very quick break, and when I come back, I'll be taking you more into reviews on Life and Dirt, and as well hear from you out there if this movie is worth a rewatch, or maybe it didn't just match the expectations you were expecting. All right, boys and girls, join me right now. It's Half a Milli by Aguero Banks, and after that, I'll be playing some commercials on news you need to know happening across Enugu, and I'll be playing some songs from none other than Ike and AJ Tracy titled Rain. And next I have Dangerous by Akon, Alone by Alan Walker, and Like You Will Never See Me Again by Alicia Keys. Also, I have Pain Them by none other than Ayindons. Make sure you enjoy the songs, because when we come back, we'll be talking more and more about this movie, Life and Dirt, because there are a lot of lessons to learn in there. Anyways, boys and girls, we're also live on our YouTube page. So fathers, mothers, aunties, uncles, girlfriends, boyfriends, and all wonderful people in Enugu. If you are around and free, you can go on right now on the YouTube Volt Express channel and smash that like and subscribe button. Make sure to follow and drop a comment as well. Let me know where you're chatting and subscribing from across the world, all right? And I'll be right back to give you more reviews on this wonderful movie, Life and Dirt by Jimmy Alabi. Let's go. to see. Come and start looking what to correct. Nobody actually taught me how to edit though. He said they give nobody in there. talk. Now why I say mute am?
When they remember, I tell me, go.
No, so buy food now. They hungry.
Pay the money. Supposed to pay you. Wait, they tell me I buy food.
Sports pay me. When you're not saying na issue na one.
Eh.
You remember listen so to guy so.
Okay, you chop Papa self. You guys missing I chop today. I go buy buns 200. Buns 200. Okay, see, I never carry on my own. I also go buy food. I can't buy buns. I buy buns 200, biscuit 100 naira.
One of my friend just they tell me now, say I know they try farm, say she don't break up with me. I just be sad. Yeah.
You just be sad. I don't know what again now, yeah, like sad book again.
My babe will be said they go her house, she go give me half bag of rice. They tell me this thing, but they help me run promotion for Afia region.
Like how?
She helps me pay for my songs at Afia radio. She can't talk say I know they give her emotional. I mean I did busy.
No. See, those kind of people, they know, she need your money. She
don't break up with me.
He did send 3 years ago. All those kind of people, what you gonna do them now? Just emotional
support. Now that emotional support now with me, I don't get the time for.
No, you will get time. As I said, person they see. You know they watch that guy comedy. Asset over liability. That guy. Asset over liability.
Now the assets now you find again.
Eh?
Now the assets now.
Asset scarce. Asset scarce.
I swear.
Asset scarce. So if you see one, hold on. It's on mute. If you see one asset, hold on. Ignore any liability, bro. Carry on, bro.
Alright, bro. Boss. All right, my beautiful people. Yes, so we are very much back. And well, we went on quite a ride on the dance floor at this very point. And of course, with all the people showing up in our YouTube live as well, big kudos to y'all who danced out like, your life depended on it. Well, I'm also thinking, should I go right back into the review for that amazing movie we were talking about earlier, or just allow you catch up on all the wonderful cinematic experience it has to offer? Anyways, the lines are open here on 0706 048 5853. Alternatively, 0915 570 8347. Oh, yes, it is. It's a wonderful day also in the city of Enugu. It's a very wonderful Friday. And well, hearts will be broken this Friday and hearts will be mended in the movie and of course in real life. But I hope every single one of us at the end of the day can feel all right. Well. You know how it is when an entertainment like this comes on, everybody is just anticipating to watch what will come out from Nollywood, what will come out from the music industry. Well, there's a new album out that is very much booming everywhere, and it's the Industry Machine by none other than Odumodu Black. Oh yes, the Industry Machine is here, and well, in 12 years, he's the only artist to feature both Davido and Wizkid on the same album. So yes, you know what to do. Go and stream, and make sure you have tons of vibe doing that as well. Also, Protect SARS at All Costs is also out by Superstar SARS. Also, if you missed yesterday's event where DJ K Wise was in attendance, big shout out to big DJ K Wise. Please, can somebody tell DJ K Wise to come on down to Volt 104.3 FM and let's know what's popping, what's happening on the other side of the world. Also, what's happening in Nenugu. As you don't come my city like this, DJ K Wise, you get as be way, come great. Volt Express with your presence. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Nollywood is no longer knocking at the door. Nollywood has entered the global room and is sitting at the head of the table. And life and dirt, like we were talking about just before we went on that wonderful break, is topping charts beyond Africa. Just like our DJs are doing it globally as well in the music scene. All right, international critics are writing headlines calling Bowie's villain role one of the greatest surprises in African cinema. That is history being written before our very eyes. Whether you want to accept it or not, it is true. Because what? Bobby's transformation process is one thing we admire so much. Also, we're looking at Chidi Mokeme's physical preparation, Jimmy Alabi's directorial vision as well. Bobby locked himself away for weeks to prepare, refusing to break character. You can imagine the kind of work that takes. Having family, having kids, calling you your real name, telling you, Bobby, food is ready, and you're telling them, no, my name is Yo. My name is not Bobby right now, okay? And Chidi Mokeme also trained with military consultants to make his movements authentic. And Jimmy Alabi, as well, the director, refused to accept mediocrity. He wanted global standard and he delivered it. This is how Nollywood should be in true sense, right? You have to be deliberate about the roles you're playing, also to make the rest of the world feel the same. This is Nollywood Reborn. Oh yeah, so, well, my people, the phone lines are open right here, and of course the debate has begun. Is Life and Death Nollywood's greatest action movie yet? If that's a yes or a no, let me know right here on Vote Express. The lines to dial are 0706 048 5853. Alternatively, 0915 570 8347. Oh yeah, so this is where you, the fans, take over the show at this very point. I want to hear your voices. Is Life and Death truly Nollywood's finest, or do you have another contender? Let the world know right here on Volt Express. Where una day? Where are all the lovely Umwasa and Odogus in our building today? Well, while y'all are waiting to hear from every single one of them, I'll be playing you a beautiful song by none other than Banky W, titled Final Say. Oh yes, so let's go right into it without wasting time. All right, people. Banky W just let you know that you have the final say. Who's going to be my last caller for today's wonderful segment? And of course, the weather out here is also right. Yesterday it was a very cold weather in the city of Enugu. Today, I know everybody's active, right? And if you are active, the best place to come and let me know that you're active and let the city know that at least Ikadendo is right here on Volt Express. Of course, the numbers to dial are 0706 048 5853. Alternatively, 0915 570 8347. I'll be taking more calls right here on Volt Express. Oh, our second caller for the day. I don't know what's going on with our callers this few days. Are you under the weather? Are you feeling good? Are you refreshed? Are you having a rough week? I don't know, but the best time to tell me all about it is right here, right here. Hello? Good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling from? Joy calling from Ebonyi State. How are you doing today? I'm doing great, Joy. It's a pleasure to have you on the show. Are you a first-time caller? Oh, wow. Don't worry, I am sending you some first-time caller gifts today. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. Amazing, amazing. All right, my dear. So we're talking about Nollywood's finest movies this past week and also recent albums that has dropped. Which one has really caught your attention so far? You don't like what? You don't like you don't like the fact that Bobby played that role. Eh? But you're going to have to at least watch it a little bit. You're going to at least take a glance at the movie now. Don't worry about what I explained though. Please don't make Jimmy Alabi query me. Oh. I beg you, I no fit shout oh. Okay, I'll take that one. I'll take that one. I assure you, you're going to enjoy that particular scene. You said? Well, if I continue to review it, it will just make you not want to watch the movie now. And we don't want that. You must be in that suspense, though. You're gonna be in that suspense and swim in that suspense till you watch the movie. All right, and I assure you you're going to enjoy it. All right, my dear. So what kind of bye? You don't want to request the song? That's a very good one for an Achalugo like yourself as well. Okay. All right, my dear. I'll play that beautiful song as soon as we go on the last break. You're welcome. It will be. Bye. All right, my people. That was a very delightful call. And of course, we're nearing the hours where we'll be landing. The last minute of this show is upon us. And we'll be taking one last caller, then calling it a wonderful show. Hello? Yes, my brother. What's your name and where are you calling from? Victor calling from Enugu. How are you doing today, bro? Amazing, amazing. I like the sound of you being cool. All right, so far, right, since you're the last caller for today, what part of this movie has really caught your attention since you seem to have watched it? Yeah, yeah. Mm. Okay, between Ayo and, I'm sorry, not Ayo, Yo and Ifoma. Okay, the part where Yo had to tell her to abort the baby and he was trying everything he could. Aye, my guy, my guy, my guy. You know what's will happen here? We're almost at the end of today's segment. I promise you tomorrow we're going to continue this session since it's a Saturday, okay? What song is that? Ah, all right. I'll play it on the next belt, okay? I hope you stay tuned to watch and hear. Sorry. All right, my brother. I'll see you tomorrow, same time. You go be my guy. Make, all right, make we fit land this plane, no, my people, because what a day we've had, and it's refreshing to know that y'all were listening to that review. I didn't want to let the cat out of the bag completely, so you don't, lose the interest in watching that lovely movie. Make Jimmy Alabino come hold me for my shirt. Tell me say I did spoil market spam. You understand? All right, boys and girls. We also had a first-time caller joining us all the way from Ebonyi. Wow, wow, wow. That was a beautiful caller who called. And of course, we'll be playing her at Chalugo because seriously, I mean, there are Chalugos in this town and in Ebonyi. Come on now. You people were very well represented today. And of course, my ladies and gentlemen, we've just arrived as the at the last bus stop for this wonderful show. But remember this, life may be full of dirt sometimes, but it's from the dirt that the strongest seeds grow. Nollywood has taken the dirt of doubt and turned it into a diamond called Life and Dirt. And just like today, tomorrow we'll be continuing this wonderful review, hoping that lots of you out there would be able to tune in as well, and we could run down the review again, same time, same station. Volt 104.3 FM is the place you need to be. This weekend, don't just hear the gist, go and watch it as well. Take yourself out. Support Nollywood, celebrate our stars, and witness history as well. I remain your everlasting taker, OGO, your pilot one, signing off on Volt Express on Volt 104.3 FM. Until next time, stay fearless, stay inspired, and never forget every day is an explosion waiting to happen. Boom, just like that, we are out. Good afternoon. Welcome to the news at 3. My name is Ogochukwu Ojukwu. On the local news today, women of Isuzo local government area in Enugu State has pledged support for Governor Peter Mba's re-election during the 2025 Isuzo Women Convention themed Beyond Protest and Role of Women in Community Development. They praised the governor and his wife for health centers, smart green schools, and empowerment projects that have benefited women and children across the area. The event featured palliative distributions, cultural performances, and calls for continued unity and support for the government's vision for stronger families and communities. The 14th Brigade Nigerian Army, or HAFIA, has urged Abia youths to apply for the ongoing 90 regular recruit intake. The application portal opened on September 19 and offers candidates military training and career opportunities. The Army stressed that the process is free and warned applicants to beware of fraudsters. The African Democratic Congress, ADC, in Imo State has inaugurated local council executive committees in 21 out of 27 local government areas. State Chairman Professor James Okoroma said the move strengthens the party's grassroots presence, while 6 local government areas were excluded pending resolution of internal issues. He urged members to embrace unity and patience, stressing that the party is on a mission to rescue the state from failed leadership. On the national news, Vice President Kashim Shettima met United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres in New York to push Nigeria's bid for a permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council. Talks also covered the SDGs, climate change, democracy, regional security, and AI, with Guterres praising Nigeria's recent launch of Africa's first government-backed large language model. Shettima also met UK Deputy Prime Minister David Lammy and joined the Global Leadership Council meeting, where he pledged Nigeria's commitment to youth and women empowerment through digital innovation. The federal government has launched an initiative to integrate renewable energy with veterinary reforms to boost food security, livestock health, and rural development. At an Abuja workshop, officials announced plans to deploy off-grid refrigeration for vaccine storage and crop preservation, tackling post-harvest losses and livestock diseases. The program, developed with UNEP, uses solar-powered climate-friendly technology and is expected to close major infrastructure gaps within the next 3 years. Furthermore, in the business news, 4 major Nigerian banks, UBA, Zenith Bank, GTCO, and Stanbic IBTC, pay about 135.49 billion naira interim dividends to shareholders for the half year ended June 30th, 2025. The banks announced the payments in financial reports filed on the Nigerian exchange to show strong earnings and sustain investor confidence despite recent central bank rules. The payouts led by Stanbic IBTC with 2 naira.50 per share come as regulatory forbearance, and analysts expect more banks to resume dividends in the coming months. Dollar to Naira black market rate is buying at 1,490 Naira and selling at 1,500 Naira. Dollar to Naira CBN rate is buying at 1,488 Naira and selling at 1,498 Naira. On the sports news, the National Sports Commission has annulled the recent elections of the gymnastics, judo, and shooting federations, citing non-compliance with guidelines. Fresh polls have been scheduled for October 18th in Abuja, with all 14 constituents mandated to be represented for inclusiveness. The NSC said the new elections will be strictly supervised to ensure transparency and credibility. More than 400 golfers will compete in Nigeria at 65 Independence Golf Tournament at the Toko Yusuf Burutai International Golf Resort and Country Club in Abuja from September 27th to October 1st. Organizers said the week-long event, which also honors serving and retired Army officers, is designed to promote unity